Check the neck, there is no tension. Turn the head side to side a few times. Maybe nod your chin if it feels nice. Any movement that's there, just lengthen the waist, loosen the hamstrings, your back. Bring the hands back onto your shins. Inhale into a halfway lift, flat back, look forward. And exhale forward towards the thighs. Do that twice more, slowly work with your breath. Inhale halfway. Exhale forward. A gentle pull on the back of your legs is good, but please take it easier. Inhale, lift. And exhale forward. One more breath here. Hands on the mat, make your way into high plank, step or hop. Feet hip distance and hold for a breath. Lengthen spine, draw belly button in. Drop the knees under your hips, circle into wrists to loosen wrist joints. Circle to the front, inhale, exhale. Slowly stretching your wrists, spreading fingertips. Make the circles bigger if you want to sit back towards your heels. It might be nice on your hips, or stay with the wrists. Keep pushing the shoulders to the front, heels of the hands staying on the mat. Make this the last one. And once you're back to center, cat and cow. Chin up, tailbone up, inhale. Stretch on the tummy, exhale, chin down, tailbone tugged, stretching the back using stomach muscles. A few more rounds. Long neck as you look up, draw the shoulders away from the ears. One more round. Once you're back to neutral, lie down on your front and stepping the feet to the back, or step the hands to the front. Find yourself on your front. Bring the feet hip distance, press the feet into the mat, mini cobras. Hands under your elbows if you can, elbows pointing back. Inhale, lift from the upper back. Exhale, bring it back onto the mat. Lift head and shoulders. Work with your breath. Inhale, lift, exhale, come back onto the mat. With the last one, maybe take it into a full cobra if you can. As you lift up, stay up and look over your left shoulder for a twist. Inhale back to center, come all the way onto the mat. Next, inhale, lift back up again. Let's twist the other way. Look over the right shoulder. Back to center, all the way onto the mat. Tug the tailbone under. Inhale, sit back into child's pose. And exhale, find downward dog. Spread the fingertips. Tailbone up and pedal the heels, pressing one heel to the mat, bending the other knee. Long line between the heels of your hands, tailbone. Focusing on the shoulders for now. Make your way to the front of the mat, feet hip distance. Once you're there, hands on the shins, halfway, maybe fingertips on the mat if you're ready. Exhale, forward. Round your back, bend your knees and come up slowly. Once you're standing, sweep the arms up, take a big inhale. Grab the left wrist, pull it across to your right side, bend, exhale. Back to center, inhale, grab the right wrist, pull it up high and across to your left side bend. One more each way. Inhale high, exhale across. Inhale, pull high and exhale across. This is your last one. Back to center, reach up high, big stretch, squeeze the glutes, inhale and exhale, bend the knees forward from the hips, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, step or hop, hold it. Take another breath. Bring those shoulders above the wrists or even above the fingertips, straight body line. One more inhale to prepare you for your first chaturanga. Exhale, drop the knees if you need to, all the way towards the mat. Press the feet into the mat. Full or mini cobras, maybe upward dog if you're ready. Inhale, long neck. Exhale, downward dog. Go through child's pose with me or leave it out. Push the hips side to side a few times. Let your heels swish to the side as well. Keep the heels off and bend keep a slight bend in the knees. Take your time. Still loosening your sides, your shoulders. Keep the arms straight and turn the biceps to the sky. Find static downward dog once you've finished. Still keeping a slight bend in the knees. Hold for a breath. Inhale, bend the knees, look to the front. Exhale, yogic squat in the front. Step it or hop it, feet wider than your hips. Turn the toes out, maybe heels flat. Sit your bum, lift the chest and press the elbows into the knees. Start opening the hips. Lift the chest. Loosen your neck while you're here. Loosen your wrists if it's nice to circle into the wrists one way or the way. Or if any movement you need, maybe the fingers, maybe wiggling the shoulders, maybe your bum. Maybe moving the knees, loosen up the joints. And come back to one more breath of yogic squat, pressing the heels of your hands together if it's there. Hands on the mat, bum up high, feet hip distance if you heel toe them in. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees, flatten your back. Going through a halfway lift, sweep all the way up. Inhale, come into a standing position. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sweep the arms around and let's start again. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. One more inhale to prepare you for chaturanga. Exhale, sink through it your way. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Try and press the feet into the mat and lengthen the neck. Exhale, find downward dog. Going through child's pose is always safe. And hold for a breath. Spread the fingertips, feet hip distance. Inhale, lift the right heel, three-legged dog. Keep the hips square, create a straight line. The right heel of your hand and the right heel of your foot. Bend your left knee slightly. Level your hips and shoulders. Squeeze the right glute. One more inhale. Exhale, right knee to the left, elbow across. Bring it forward into a high plank and tap the knee across to the elbow. Give it a squeeze. Let's do the first star pose unless you want to extend the right foot out to the left into fallen triangle. I'm dropping the right knee under the right hip, pivoting, lifting left arm. And hold the star pose with me or fallen triangle if you want to straighten the right foot out to the left side of the mat. Lift the hip higher. And come back into three-legged dog, left hand down, right heel behind you. Inhale, squeeze the right glute. Exhale, stack the hips and open. Pull the right heel to your bum and hold. Feel the opening in the right side of your hip. Arms are straight. Try and level the hips if you can, but maybe stack the hips, which is tough. The left knee is pointing towards the front of the mat. Inhale, level your hips. Exhale, bring the right knee to your right tricep if you can. Give it a squeeze again and see if you can replace your right hand with your right foot. Come onto the right fingertips and step where your right hand is. And the right knee. Straighten the left knee. Lift the chest and reach the right arm up into easy twist. Stacking shoulders. Turning the chest out to your right. And feeling the front of your left hip stretching and the twist in the back. Bring your right fingertips on the outside of the right foot and turn the left heel flat. Cartwheel the arms of warrior two. Hinge up, look over the right fingertips, arms in a T. Shoulders above the hips, turning right knee to the front, the left toes out to the left side of the mat. Shoulders back, tug the tailbone and feel the opening in the hips. Reverse the warrior, flip the right palm, reach up and hold. Inhale, reach, exhale, hold. Keep reaching left fingertips towards the left heel, bending right knee if you can. Feel the right side of your core stretching. One more inhale, reach a bit higher. Exhale, warrior two, arms in a T. Straighten the right knee, turn the feet parallel. Reach a 5-pointed star. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Bend the knees slightly and dive towards the mat. Tailbone up and release the head and shoulders towards the mat to feel the hamstrings and inner thigh stretching, and take a breath. Sit into a side lunge to the front of the mat. Right heel, walk the hands over, turn the right toes out slightly. See how far you can sit your bum down into an inner thigh stretch. The left knee straight, and I'm keeping the hands on the mat for now. Stay higher if you want. You can always press the right elbow on the inside of the right knee and keep the left fingertips on the mat. Just feel the inner thigh stretch. Sit lower if it's there. If the right heel stays on the mat, brilliant. If not, that is good too. Turn back to the front of the mat into easy twist. Left hand comes in line with the right foot. Turn the hips over. Turn the right knee to the front and right arm up again into another easy twist. Right hand flat, step the right foot to the back into high plank. Inhale forward to prepare you for chaturanga. Exhale, sink through and stay on your front, please. Roll the shoulder blades together in the back. Press the feet into the mat. Lift the head and shoulders slightly into a mini cobra. You can stay here or reach the arms to the back. And see if you can interlace the fingers above your hips. And just rest the hands on your hips for now. Feel the squeeze between your shoulder blades, maybe straight elbows. Lengthen your neck. Draw the belly button away from the mat. With straight elbows, if you can, see if you can lift the hands off your hips to open the collarbones in the front. Keep your neck long. Keep drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Keep breathing in through the nose. Out through the nose if you can. Release the hands under your shoulders. Release the shoulders onto the mat. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, sit back into child's pose. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. Take a little stretch in the shoulders again. Loosen the tension in your neck as well. Look side to side, not your chin. On your next inhale, lift the left heel, three-legged dog. Keep the hips square to start with and hold. Bend the right knee slightly. Level the hips and shoulders. Draw the belly button in. Squeeze the left glute. Take one more inhale. On your next exhale, bring the left knee across to your right elbow. Give it a tap if you can and squeeze it onto the elbow. Option to go into a fallen triangle and extend the left foot out to the right side of the mat. Or drop the left knee underneath the left hip with me. Pivot. Lift the right hand into a star pose, stacking hips and shoulders, drawing belly button in and lengthening the neck. In fact, lengthening the line between the tailbone and the crown of your head. Lift the hips slightly higher for one more inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Sweep the left heel up into another three-legged dog. Inhale, squeeze the glute. Exhale, open and stack the hip. Pull the heel to your bum. Straighten both arms. See if you can level the hips, but still level the shoulders and stack the hips. So there is an opening in the hips. The shoulders are working. Inhale, level the hips now. Exhale, bring the left knee to the left tricep to tap. Give it a squeeze if you can. And now see if you can replace your left hand with the left foot. Come onto the left fingertips. And step where your left hand is. Bending left knee, right knee straight, send the right heel to the back, left arm up, easy twist. Stack shoulders, left thumb pointing to the front of the mat. Keep bending left knee. The more you straighten the right knee, the more you're going to feel the front of your left hip stretch, right hip stretching. Bring the left fingertips on the outside of the left foot. Right heel flat, cartwheel up, warrior two. Lift up, shoulders above the hips, look over left fingertips. Turn left knee to the front, right toes to the right side of the mat. Sinking to the front knee, make sure the left knee is above the left ankle. Lengthen stance if you need to. Reverse, left palm up. Right fingertips reaching to the right heel and hold. Keep bending left knee if you can. Feeling left side of your body stretching. Come back to warrior two, arms in a T. Straighten left knee. Turn the feet parallel, reach the arms up, 5-pointed star, inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Taking it further if you can. Reach to the mat, reach behind you, reach the back of your legs, wherever you feel the stretch is. Just decide, take it further. Slide bending the knees, turning tailbone up helps. Even if you're not dropping that far downwards. Take one more breath. Side lunge onto the left heel. Come back to the front of the mat. Don't be confused. I turned around. Turn the left toes out slightly. I've got hands on the mat. Sitting your bum. As far as you can take it, right knee straight if you can. You can always turn the right toes up if it suits you, or keep the right foot flat. I've got left elbow on the inside of the left knee. Turn to the front, easy twist, right hand in line with the left foot. Turn the hips over into lunge position, left arm up. Back to easy twist where you have already been. Stack shoulders, left thumb pointing to the front. Bending left knee. High plank. Left hand down, left foot back. Inhale forward to prepare you for chaturanga. Drop the knees if you need to. Exhale, lie on your front and stay there. Shoulders back. Let's interlace the fingers again above your hips when you're ready. Activate the upper back muscles. Press the feet into the mat. See if you can press the heels of your hands together maybe. Straight elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift the head and shoulders higher if you can. Feel the opening in the front of your body. Now I'm drawing belly button away from the mat. It might not come that high, but that's okay. Squeeze the glutes. Straighten the knees. Lift the legs. Lift the hands off the hips as well if it's there. Full back extension while you're opening the front of your shoulders. Breathe. Lengthen the back of your neck. Can you squeeze your heels and toes together maybe? If it gives you any back pain, press the feet into the mat instead. One more inhale. Exhale, bring it onto the mat. Feet hip distance, hands under your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone, sit back into child's pose and hold. Relax your arms, your head for a sec. Rock side to side if it's nice. Elbow plank into dolphin. Anytime you need a break, you take it. I will take the dolphin into a downward dog. Let's start from forearm plank. I'm coming forward onto the elbows. I'm spreading the fingertips and the palms flat. Maybe touching thumbs together. The elbows are no wider than your shoulders. Tuck the tailbone, roll the shoulders away from the ears, and step the feet back one by one and hold the plank position for now. Find the tummy muscles. You can always come back here. Start lifting your bums, walking the feet just about a foot closer to your elbows, looking towards your ankles, bum high, and hold. Feel the sternum and the armpits pushing towards your ankles. Turning tailbone up, feeling the stretch. in the shoulders. Press into the elbows as if you were trying to push yourself away from the mat. Draw the belly button in if it feels better on your back. Keep your feet as they are. Tuck your tailbone and come forward into that short forearm plank position. So your face is coming above the fingertips. Keep tucking the pelvis and push your bum back up. Do that twice more. Inhale forward, tug the pelvis. Exhale, push your bum back up. Dolphin. One more time. My shoulders are burning, my triceps are burning. Tug the tailbone as you come forward into plank position. And exhale, push your bum up into dolphin. Hold. Keep feeling the stretch. Option number 1, drop the knees and find downward dog in your own time. Option 2, take the elbows off the mat. Pushing off from the triceps and find downward dog. Go for it. Meet me in downward dog. Beautiful. Take one more little stretch in downward dog. Still the shoulders. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, step or jump the feet to the front, feet hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward. Maybe dangle down, bend the knees slightly. It should be nice on your arms, shoulders, if you want to dangle your arms as well. Or swing side to side. Just loosen the shoulders. If you can reach to the mat, see if you want to press the back of your wrists onto the mat. That might be quite nice. Let's stretch the hamstrings slightly. Reach as far downwards towards your feet as you can. It might be a big toe pull straight away, or stay with me. Just grab the ankles, back of your legs. Inhale into a flat back. Bend the knees. Lift your chest slightly. And as you exhale forward, keep a micro bend in the knees at least. And try and pull if it's there, but gently. Feel the hamstring stretching. Loosen your neck again. Hang the crown of your head. Long breaths. Open your legs if it feels nice. See if you can reach further down. It might be the first 2 fingers on both hands to the big toes to hook. It might be the fingertips under the toes. It might be the whole hand under the feet. Doesn't matter. Just try and find reaching further down. Lift into a halfway again. Bend the knee slightly. And exhale, pull gently and pull closer to the thighs with your chest. A bit more stretch, just keep breathing. So we are lengthening the hamstrings gently. Make sure it's not hurting, but you feel that it's working. It's kind of under contraction. At the same time, you're lengthening it. But keep that micro bend in the knee. Let's do that one more time. See if you can reach further downwards. Maybe tuck the hands under the feet. So you're massaging the wrists with the toes. Bend your knees and lift your chest if you can. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Hold for one more breath. Maybe 2. We are just folding forward. Feet hip distance. In front of the mat. Just stretching the hamstrings. Release the hands. Bend your knees very generously. Put the hands on your shins. Walk the hands up, round your back, draw the belly button in and come into a standing position extremely slowly. Careful on the hamstrings. Roll the shoulders back. We do one sun salutation. If you don't fancy it, meet me in child's pose. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, forward foot. Please take it gently now and slowly. I'm not going to jump back, I'm going to step back. Inhale, halfway lift first. Exhale, high plank. Inhale to prepare for chaturanga, pushing the shoulders towards the front. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra upward dog, neck is long. Exhale, chin to chest, draw the belly button in. Find downward dog. Take one more breath. Inhale, lift the right heel behind you, 3-legged dog. Keep the hips square. Exhale, right knee across to your left elbow to tap. You have the star pose if you want to drop the knee onto the mat. Or extend the leg out into fallen triangle. Left arm up. Lift the chest. Left hand down, three-legged dog, right heel up. Swing it up, inhale. Exhale, let's open and stack, just like before. Flip the dog into a wild thing if it's there. Lift the left heel, come onto the right fingertips, and land the right foot behind you. See if you want to drop the left hip with me, just to sit down for a sec, just to chill out. And then press into the left hand, left foot, lift the hips, and reach the right arm, right fingertips towards the front. Feel the back bend carefully. See if you want to go through a three-legged dog one more time, or see if you can find easy twist in the front of the mat, finding a side plank first, hovering the right knee, and then stepping the right foot to the front of the mat, where my right hand should be. Turning the left heel up, but if you want to go from a three-legged dog first, and then replace the right hand, that's good. Right arm up. Find easy twist with me. Right leg in the front, you're on the left hand. Reverse the warrior straight away, left heel flat, cartwheel the right arm back, left arm to the front, all the way around. Right arm reaching up. And sit onto the left heel into a side lunge. Bring the hands to heart center as you extend the right knee. Turn the left toes out. Press the left elbow into the inside of the left knee, or maybe right fingertips on the mat, so you're sitting to the back of the mat. Maybe sit all the way down, hands off, chest up. And maybe turn the right toes up if it's there. If not, keep higher and right foot flat. Now guys, you're going to turn away from the camera. You're going to turn to the back of your mat, but you're repeating everything on the other side. So let's frame the left foot into runner's lunge. Turn all the way around. Frame the left foot with the hands. Shoot the left leg up into a three-legged dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, left knee across to the right elbow. Give it a tap. Either star pose if you want to drop the knee onto the mat, or extend the left foot out, fallen triangle, right heel flat, right arm up. Lift the hip high, hold for one more breath. Three-legged dog, right hand down, left heel lifts up. Inhale. Exhale, stack on the top. Lift the left heel higher, pull the left heel into your bum. Flipping the dog if you want the back bend, lifting right heel, come onto the left fingertips. And tip over, land on the left foot with me. Drop the hip if you want, just to chill out for a sec and prepare you to press into the right foot, right hand. Lift the hips, chest, left fingertips reaching towards the back of your mat now, or in front of you. Option to go through a side plank and a three-legged dog to step the left foot in line with the right hand. Or find a side plank first with me. Hover the left knee and step the left foot to the front of the mat in line with your right hand. Sorry, that's the back of your leg. In line with your right hand. Back into easy twist. Left arm up. Right hand on the mat. Reverse the warrior. Right heel flat, cartwheel the left arm to the back. Right arm all the way around, left arm reaches up to reverse the warrior. Bend the left knee. Sit into a side lunge on your right heel. Come back to the front of the mat. I'm extending left knee. Hands to heart center, hands on the mat. Press the right elbow on the inside of the right knee. See how far you want to sit it down, maybe all the way. Lift the chest, but keep pressing the elbow into the knee. Feel the inner thigh stretch. Frame the right foot, turn into a runner's lunge. Shoot the right leg to the back, high plank. You've got one chaturanga, you can leave it out. Inhale forward, exhale, sink through with me otherwise. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, find downward dog. Take a child's pose if you want, or do some dolphin with me. I'm going from downward dog. See if you want to drop the elbows one by one or together. Try not to drop them any wider than your shoulders and push your sternum towards the ankles. I'm bending knees and heels are off. Lift the elbows off, back to downward. One more little press through, and I do that twice more. I'm inhaling to prepare. Exhale, drop the elbows. Also working the triceps, shoulders, but don't forget this stretch to push the sternum through, bum high. Push back into downward dog. We've got one more. We've got one more. We can do that. Prepare. Drop the elbows. Push through. Enjoy the dolphin, bum high. Enjoy the stretch, mobility in the shoulders. Lift back up into downward dog. Hold your downward dog for a breath. Inhale, bend the knees, look to the front. Exhale, step or jump the feet, hip distance in the front. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sweep up with a flat back. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. And please have a sip of water. I forgot to give you a break. Sorry. Have a quick sip. Cheers, everyone. I lost mine. I don't know where it is. Guys, are we okay? Cool, cool, cool. Found it. Right. Come back to the front of your mat. Let's balance in case you don't want the mat, but I will step back into lunge position at some point. Feet hip distance. Shoulders back. Let's start with the eagle pose. Bring the right knee into the chest. Just hug it up first. Stretching glutes here. Now you have the option to bring the right thigh on top of the left and tap the right toes onto the mat or double wrap. I'm not good at it, but if you can, wrap the right foot around the left calf. Once you're there, the right arm underneath the left. Hug yourself, and that's good enough. We'll carry on tangling the forearms together. The right fingertips meet your left palm. There will be something in the way of your gaze, so you're going to struggle with the balance. Lift the chest, try and sit your bum lower by bending the left knee. And then start folding from the hips if you can, and think about elbow touching the knee. Might not be there. And breathe. Flatten your back first. And stand up into stalk, right knee into the chest. But keep the hands together if you can. If you can, keep the arms interlaced. Draw belly button in. I'm starting to flex the right foot. You can release the hands anytime you want, because it does mess with the balance. See if you can do a staff pose by lifting the right heel in line with the hips. So you're straightening the right knee. It might not be nice on your hips, so just keeping the stalk is good. Lengthen the spine. Push the right heel back into warrior 3. Push it behind you. I'm still keeping the arms interlaced in eagle. And find a horizontal line between the crown of your head and the right heel. Flex the right foot to the mat, or at least point the kneecap to the mat. Bend the left knee and step into a long lunge. Right foot steps to the back. Tram line the feet. Lift the chest. I'm still keeping the arms together. If you can, bend the left knee, tug the tailbone. See if you can point the fingertips up to the sky. Lift the elbows. Give it a slight back bend if it's there. Hold for one more breath. We're going to release those shoulders, I promise. Straighten up. Now release the arms. Give me a cactus. Oh, a big opening. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Sweep into a standing split. I'm framing the left foot. If you want, you can always reach the fingertips towards the front. It's easier. Lift the right heel, flexing right foot. Start lifting high and for the thighs. Head, shoulders towards the left shin. Anywhere you want the hands that help with the balance, please choose it. Keep folding towards the left thigh, keeping a micro bend in the left knee. Squeezing right glute to lift the heel high. We are coming back to warrior 3. Start by lowering the right heel and bending the left knee. Bring the fingertips in front of the mat. Lengthen the spine first, draw the belly button in. And then start lifting the chest. Bring the arms by your side, point the fingertips to the back. Find the horizontal line again. See if you can straighten the left knee. Oh, now my hamstrings are working. Hold. One more little challenge here, because why not? Bend the left knee again. Bring the right fingertips onto the mat. Just the right fingertips, so we can revolve the half moon. Lift the right heel higher. Turn the left shoulder up. Turn the left fingertips up. And turn the left thumb to the front of the mat. Now lift your right hip higher than your left if you can. Lift your left shoulder higher. Can you feel that twist in the back? Bring the left fingertips onto the mat. Bring the right foot onto the mat finally. Oh, give it a halfway lift. Inhale, my left leg is burning. Exhale, forward. Bend both knees, round your back, restack the vertebra, come into standing position. Oh. Roll the shoulders out, sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do the other side straight away, because you had fun. Bring the left knee into the chest. Hug it in. Eagle pose. The left thigh comes on top of the right. You can pop the left foot out to the side for balance, or you can double rep. My two sides are completely different. Left arm underneath the right. Hug yourself if you want, or carry on tangling the forearms together. The left fingertips meet with the right palm. See if you can sit your bum down. Find the balance. Try and look past your arms. And then forward from the hips. See if you can touch elbow to the knee. Breathe. Flat back first. Start standing back up. Left knee into the chest. I'm keeping the arms together. Draw belly button in. Draw up the pelvic floor. See if you can straighten the left knee and maybe keep the left heel in line with the hip. If your hips, your back don't like it, just keep the knee bent. Warrior 3, push the left heel behind you. Start hinging forward. I'm still keeping the arms together, you don't have to. Find a horizontal line between the crown of the head and the left heel. I'm flexing left foot to the mat just to make sure I'm leveling the hips. Make sure your back is straight. Roll the crown of your head to the front of the mat. Lunge back, bend the right knee, long step to the back of the mat with the left foot. Arm line the feet to have the balance. Lift the chest. And then start lifting the arms. Keep bending right knee. And lean back slightly. Try not to collapse into your lower back. Straighten up. Now release the hands. Oh, open up. Squeeze the shoulder blades to feel the stretch in the front of your body. Standing split, I'm sweeping the arms to the mat. It's always easier to reach towards the mat. Or if you want to make it more challenging, frame the right foot. And then lift the left heel. Start folding towards the thigh. Squeeze the left foot. If you're lucky enough to have those flexible, beautiful hamstrings. Keep the hips square. I can't, but you go for it. Make sure you fold towards the thighs. Make sure you feel the right hamstring stretching and working. Feel the left glute trying to lift the heavy leg, the left leg. Bend the right knee. Walk the fingertips to the front. Bring the left heel in line with the hips. Level the hips if you haven't done it yet. That's your supported warrior 3. And then bend the right knee even more. Start lifting the chest. I'm pointing the fingertips to the back. Find a straight line on the top. Now straighten the right knee if you can. Lots of leg work. Level the hips. Try not to turn the hip out to the left. Revolving half moon. Left fingertips coming to the mat. In front of the mat slightly. Turn the right shoulder up, right fingertips up, right thumb turning to the front of the mat. Lift the left heel higher, higher, higher. Feel the two-way twist, the two-way pull in your core muscles. Bring the right fingertips onto the mat. Bring the left foot onto the mat. Finally, feet hip distance. Give it a halfway lift, lengthen the back. And fold. Come up slowly. Bend the knees round the back. Move your legs around. Roll your shoulders out. Feet hip distance. Let's sweep up. Inhale. Exhale, forward, forward. Please take it slow, 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 slow. Inhale, halfway lift. Leave out the chaturanga. Meet me in downward dog or sink through it with the same out breath. Let's go. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Long neck. And exhale, downward dog. Take one more breath. We go through the flow one more time. You're going to turn away from me again. Inhale, right heel up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee across to the left elbow to tap. Star pose or fallen triangle. I'm extending right leg out. Left arm up. Lift the hip high. Three-legged dog, left hand down, right heel up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open and stack the hip. I'm flipping the dog for wild thing. Left heel off, right fingertips. Tip over, drop the hip with me if you want. Sweep around, lift the hip into a back bend. Right fingertips pointing to the front. Option to go into a three-legged dog. Or step the right foot to the front of the mat. Easy twist. Take your time. Find the balance. The slower you do it, the more challenging it is. Left heel pointing up to the sky once you're there. Let's meet here. Right fingertips up, stack the shoulders. Reverse the warrior. Left heel flat. Cartwheel around. Right arm reaches up straight away. Take a big inhale. Feel the back bend. Sorry, side bend. And side lunge to the back of the mat. Left heel. Sit over. Take the stretch. Lift the chest. And guys, we are starting the other side straight away. So you turn away from the camera. Turn to the back of the mat. Frame the left foot. Sweep the left heel behind you. Three-legged dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, left knee across to your right elbow. Tap. Drop the knee for star or fallen triangle. Left foot out. Right heel flat. Right arm up. Hip high. Three-legged dog, right hand down. Left heel up, inhale. Exhale, stack and open. Flip the dog with me. If it's there, lift the right heel, come onto the left fingertips. Drop the left foot behind you. I'm dropping the hip just to prepare. And then lift up high for a back bend. Wild thing. Going into three-legged dog is good. Or start going through a side plank. Lift the left heel. And step the left heel in line with the right foot. Oh, right heel up. Left hand up, easy twist. Reverse the warrior. Right heel flat, cartwheel around. Left arm reaches up. Side lunge onto the right heel, come back to the front of the mat. Sit down and hold. Find the inner thigh stretch. Find your option. Find the opening in the hip. Frame the right foot, step into a high plank, shoot the right foot to the back, leave out the chaturanga if you want, or push forward with me. Inhale, exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, find downward dog for a breath, literally for a breath. Drop the knees and let's do a camel. If you're coming with me, I'm keeping the toes tucked under. If you know your camel, go with your own options. Back bend again, careful. If you want to stay with me, then scoop the stomach, squeeze the glutes, push the pubic bone to the front, open the top of your shoulders, maybe press the knuckles into your lower back, squeeze the elbows together. You can reach for your heels, you can untug the toes. These are all options. Try not to collapse from your lower back. Try and open the top of your shoulders. Safely come out of camel. can climb back onto your lower back if it helps. And then sit back into child's pose. I'm untucking the toes, dropping the forehead between the hand, between the knees to round the back. I'm relaxing the arms by my side. Walk side to side, breathe. I've got one more hip opening, and you can do a hand balance if you want or not. Find downward dog. And then lift the right heel behind you, three-legged dog one more time. Step on the outside of the right hand into lizard. Bend the right knee, lift the chest. You should already feel the front of your left hip. And then I'm dropping the left knee. Make sure you push the left knee out slightly to the left side of the mat, untucking the left toes. And I'm dropping onto the outside edge of the right foot, lifting chest, swinging side to side with the hips. And you should feel the front of your left hip deep inside the hip flexor stretching. But you might feel it quite deep inside the right hip as well. If it doesn't agree with your knees, you don't need to move around. I'm lifting chest, pressing the right heel with the hand on the inside of the knee, but rather than pressing it away from you, lift the chest, open the heart up to the sky, but bend the right knee even more. Let the hips sink even lower. I'm really try to get into the inside of your left hip. Stay here or see if you want to reach the right arm back. That little twist in the back might give you more. Or some of you might be able to bring the left heel onto your bum. If you manage to grab it, that's great. But try and bend the right knee and sink the hips low. And again, open the heart up. Make sure you can feel the front of your left hip. You might feel your quads now. And that's all good. Release. Now the hand balance is coming, or just the balance. I'm bringing right hand back. I'm tucking left toes under, rounding the back first, lifting the back knee back into lizard, and now put all the way into the legs, bending the right knee. Draw belly button in. Walk the fingertips to the front of the mat, so you're only on the fingertips, and you drop the head and shoulders. And now all the weight is in your right leg, your left foot. See if you want to walk the hands back underneath your chest. Reach the fingertips towards the back of the mat. Now my right triceps are underneath my right hamstrings, and maybe take the hands off into airplane, back to the back of the mat or out to the side. You can stay here, or your straddle split. I'm bringing the hands onto the mat. Hands are no wider than the shoulders, and I'm dropping all the weight into the right tricep. You can bend the knee and see if you can push your weight forward and lift the left heel. Or maybe straighten the front leg, but don't forget your left tricep is a tray. So drop that weight onto the tricep. Squeeze the left glute and try and lift into your hand balance. Extending the front leg will make the balance slightly easier. Bending the front knee, you need to push your weight even more forward. Once you've done all that, have a play. Sit back into child's pose. Have a play, because you might still be playing with that. Anybody wants to see it, or you're happy to play? Otherwise, sit back into child's pose if you don't want to do it. Some of you are still doing it. Lovely. Sit back into child's pose. Let's do the hip flexors on the other side. Find downward dog. Lift the left heel and step the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Lizard. Bending front knee, lifting chest. I'm already feeling the front of my right hip. Drop the right knee on the mat. Swish it to the side, to the right side slightly. Untuck the right toes. Drop out onto the outside edge of the left foot. and swing side to side. If your right knee is happy, keep lifting the chest. Stay here, or push the left heel of the hand into the inside of the left knee, but rather than pushing away from you, lift the chest. Use it to turn the heart up, straighten the right elbow. Stay here, reach the left arm back up and to the back. That lovely twist in the back might increase the stretch in the front of your right hip. Or see if you want to bend the right knee and pull the heel to your bum. If you manage to do that, make sure you're still bending the left knee. To sink the hips slower, to get to the insides of your hips, not just the quad muscles. And then I'm releasing. Left hand down, tucking right toes, lifting the right knee. Find the core strength. Find that the left foot is flat. Start walking fingertips to the front. Come onto the fingertips to make sure all the weight is in the legs. Bring the hands back underneath you. Turn the fingertips to the back. Reach. See if you can hover. Maybe out to the side. The left tricep is underneath my left hamstring. If you want the hand balance, bring the hands no wider than your shoulders. I'll try and give you a different angle. I'm kind of framing the front foot, but I'm behind the left heel. And then make a tray out of your left tricep and drop the right rib cage onto your right tricep. And it's all about pushing your weight to the front. So there's a lot coming into your wrists. You can straighten the leg, squeeze the right glute, or if you make sure you push your weight to the front, bend the knee. And see if you can squeeze the left glute. Have a play. And meet me in downward dog for a few breaths. Have a play, have a play. You might find one side is easier than the other. That's normal. The closer you get the elbow to the groin, the easier it will be. If the elbow is close to the knee, it's harder to push your way to the front. If the elbow comes closer to the groin, and the whole body is going to tip forward automatically. If you want to have a go with the other side, please do. Put the mic on if you have a question. Or just sit back into child's pose if you don't want to try. Yeah. Squeeze the glutes as you tip the weight forward. Squeeze the back glute, because the back glute is going to be responsible for lifting that heavy long leg. Squeeze and clench and let it lift. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? Yeah. Do you want to see it? Yeah. And the other arm, if you look at the other arm, I'm dropping the rib cage onto the tricep. Push forward. And this glute is lifting my leg. Yeah? Do you want to have another go? That's okay, have another go. Or just sit back, just relax. Or stretch the wrists.
With Mike, I think it's easier from downward dog.
Do you find it easier? Do you want to go through that? Guys, do you have time to go through it from downward dog?
I've just done it and I've just watched Mike do it.
You find it easier?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, from downward dog, I don't know, Paul, if you cheat like I do. This is my downward dog.
I cheat at life here, let alone yoga.
Yeah. That's all right then. For me, it's acceptable. My downward dog is shorter. Right leg. Now I'm going to bend. I crunch. And I try and tuck the right elbow into my right groin. Yeah, hang on, let me try from here. Once I'm here, I drop the left rib cage onto the left tricep, push forward and squeeze the left glute. So the whole weight, can you see how it's all going to the front? Elbow is not here, it's here, 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 here. Yeah, show you the other side. So from a downward dog, it's shorter. I crunch, 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 crunch. Push the weight forward, push, push, push. Left elbow into the left groin. Right rib cage on the right tricep. Squeeze the right glute. Push the weight forward. All the weight is in my fingertips. So my wrists are like, oh, screaming. What you need to feel, this is what I feel. Imagine I'm in downward dog. You lift the right leg, and this side, this is what he's doing. You want the elbow here, not here. Here. Crunch. Shorten the right side, whichever side you're doing. Point the elbows to the back and drop the other rib cage onto your tricep. Push forward, push, 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 push forward. More, 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 more. That's it. That's where it starts. Because as long as you feel that your hands are flat and you only need a little bit more to lift that back leg off, it means that you might just need to come a little bit more forward and you have the balance. And it took me ages to actually clench the bum cheek. The bum cheek didn't want to help me. It said no. It took me ages. Are we all hand balanced out? Yeah? Yeah? Can I just get you onto your front just for a split second? Stretch out your tummy. Come into Sphinx. Careful on your back. Elbows under your shoulders. Spread the fingertips. Shoulders back. Press the feet into the mat. And open your collarbones and the heart to the front. Imagine you're pulling the elbows to the back, but you're not moving them. And relax. Sit back into child's pose. Push the feet to the side and sit your bum out to the side. Find yourself on your bum in the middle of the mat. I'm scooching forward. Grab a strap. Might be nice. The forward fold with it. Heels together. I'm moving flush out of the way. Slide bending the knees if you want, or see if you want to straighten the knees. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. I reach up. And exhale, forward. Grab underneath your thighs or the strap or your feet. And take your time to make sure that your back is safe and you feel the hamstring stretching. So try and push the knees towards the mat or maybe bend the knees slightly. And then sit back up slowly. Bring the right knee in, hug it in. Push the right foot across to the left thigh, the outside of your left thigh for a spinal twist. Right hand behind you. Lengthen through the back, left arm up if you want. Inhale. Exhale, hug the right knee with the left elbow. Press the left elbow against the right knee. Take one more inhale to lengthen through the back. Lift the crown of your head and look over your right shoulder as you exhale. Long breaths. Feel the twist in the back, lower back, possibly upper back. Relax. Right leg long. Hug the left knee in, heel close to your bum. Across, plant the left foot. Left fingertips behind you. Lengthen the back, maybe right arm up, inhale. Exhale, hug the knee or press the elbow against the knee. Look over left shoulder. Feeling spinal twist. Taking long breaths. Unravel the spine. Relax the legs. One more inner thigh stretch if you've got your own inner thigh stretch. You don't need to wait for me. I'm going to do the butterfly in a seated position. Soles of the feet together. Releasing the knees towards the mat. Just a few flaps around just to loosen. Chest up. I'm grabbing the toes, but wherever it feels good for you. Inhale long back to start with. Exhale, hinge from the hips. And then relax the spine. Maybe forehead towards the toes, however close you're getting. Keep releasing the knees towards the mat. You might want the elbows on the insides of your knees or calves to press down gently. Choose anything you've got. Long inhales through the nose, long exhales through the nose. Straightening back up slowly and carefully. And just for a breath or two, I'm reaching the arms behind me. Maybe straightening the legs to shake them out and open the chest. And we finish with your neck stretches. Find a comfy seated position. You might want to sit on your heels. Some of you like it, or cross one ankle in front of the other. Long spine. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder to stretch the left side of your neck. Come back to center and change sides. Roll the chin to the chest and circle all the way around slowly, sticking with long breaths. Come back to center and change. Lift your gaze once you're back to center. Sweep the arms up to finish off. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.